All right. Chapter 4 on autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is an incredible tool that we can use to program ourselves to believe the things that we need to believe in order to receive the things we want to receive. Now, we have to understand a little bit about our minds in order for us to understand why autosuggestion works. So, this is the stick person. Bob Proctor introduced me to the stick person, but Napoleon Hill and Andrew Carnegie have their own rendition of this that they kind of created way back in the day. But this is an updated version of that, and it's more concise and it's easier to understand. Bob Proctor received this from Leland van der Waal, one of his mentors, and van der Waal got it from a doctor in the healing arts back in 1934. And he wanted to create an image of the mind. And when we create an image, we're able to really see it and we're able to use it to bolster our understanding. And so this stick person might look simple and it might look silly, but it is profoundly important. So let's go through it. The conscious mind, the subconscious mind in the body. If you'll notice on this stick person, the head is big and the body is small. And the head, which we'll call the mind, is split into two parts. The top part is the conscious mind. And this is where we do our thinking. This is where we think the thoughts we think, and we have all the books that we've ever read and all the information that we've accumulated through schooling. This is our educated mind. This is where our senses are hooked up. We hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. We bring in information from the world around us. This is where we decipher all that information. And this is where we choose to think the thoughts that we think. Now, we get to choose what thoughts we accept and which thoughts we reject. So what does it mean to accept a thought and reject a thought? Well, to accept a thought means to continually think about it and to think it so much that you feel it in your body. So let's say you hear something on the radio and you go, oh, that's terrible. You can feel that. You've accepted that as true. Now, what if you receive something from the radio and you go, oh, okay, and you let it bounce off? That's rejecting a thought. Okay. Now, our conscious mind, we have to understand we have complete control over the thoughts we think. A lot of people believe that their thoughts are thinking them, but that's because they're allowing them to do that. The conscious mind is something that we have complete control over if we assume that control. Okay, we have intellectual faculties resident in our conscious mind to help us with those, with that control that we want to exercise. And we'll be talking about those later in this course. But that is, in a nutshell, the conscious mind. Okay. Now, the bottom half of the mind is the subconscious mind. This is our feeling mind. So remember when I said when you get emotionally involved with a thought, oh, that's terrible. That is because it resonates with something in your subconscious mind. You are programmed to believe that whatever that thought induced, that was bad, right? You are programmed to do that. It matched up. And so you felt that feeling. It's an emotional mind. So this is where we feel our programming. We feel things that come to us. And what a feeling is our version of understanding what vibration we're in. So we feel happy. We can feel that feeling, and that's because that's in our subconscious mind. Or we feel sad because it resonates with something sad, a program that's in our subconscious mind. Now, this is, like I said, where our habits and our programming lie. So, we're programmed to act in certain ways, and most of our behavior is habitual because of this subconscious programming. So, think about learning how to spell a word. You repeat it over and over and over and over again, and then you just know exactly how to spell it. But before you repeat it over and over and over again, you have to consciously think about it. So, repetition in your conscious mind creates a pattern or a program in your subconscious mind. And then when you're programmed, you can automatically spell the word. Okay. So that happens for everything that is automatic in our lives. We've been programmed to do these things automatically. So if you're not programmed, or if you're not automatically doing something, you're not yet programmed to do it. So we have to look at our habits. Those are the things that reflect our programming. Okay. This is also our connection to infinite intelligence. And Napoleon Hill goes deeper into that later in the book. But our subconscious mind is our gateway to receive intuition and guidance from the universal mind. And this is where the great inventors and the great authors and anyone great really gets their inspiration. Okay, it is very powerful. Now, our body is the instrument of the mind. Think about it this way. Our body is a physical manifestation of the mind. Our mind exists first and foremost as spirit. We're spiritual beings gifted with an intellect, living in a physical body. And so our body is the reaction from the mind creating a human body. The mind exists first, and the body comes out of that. Okay. So this is where action occurs. Like I said, in the subconscious mind, we have all these feelings and we have habits. Our body is where that expresses itself. Okay. And so our body generally works through habit. And so if we are programmed to do certain things, we have certain habits, and then we get certain results as a reaction to that. The universe responds to the actions we take, but the actions we take are a reflection of the programming we have in our subconscious mind. And our conscious mind can program our subconscious mind. So really, thoughts become things. All right. I love this quote at the bottom. He says, mind is movement. Body is the physical manifestation of that movement. Everything starts in our mind and then moves down through our body. I hope this helps you understand the concept of autosuggestion. When we choose to autosuggest something, tell something to ourselves over and over and over and again in our conscious mind, then we program our subconscious mind. Our body moves into action, and our actions produce our results. This is the creative process.